Wesley, just wondered what's your experience been being on the court next to LeBron and AD and sort of seeing the impact they can make on both ends in crunch time and how that measures up with what you've experienced so far through your career.
I mean, obviously, those are the two of the most versatile defenders and just players in this game that this game has seen. So, basically, trying to find where you fit, make sure you get out the way when it's time to get out the way, but also be ready when it's time to be ready. And they're two amazing players, and they can definitely make the game easier for everybody on both ends of the court.
Any way you can compare what it's like getting a road win, especially stacking road win, in this year as compared to what it was like even last year before the pandemic?
I guess this is more of a playoff type feel where you're seeing the same team over and over. There's going to be adjustments that are made. There's familiarity. You kind of it's a psychological game as much as it is a physical game where you got to get up to play the same team. As opposed to different looks and all that kind of stuff. So but it's the same kind of road warrior mentality that we got to go in and we're gonna have to fight regardless. We're obviously gonna have a target on our backs, but that's where I think, in my opinion, teams are really formed, which is their play on the road.
All good.
Hey Wes, I'm sure you're aware that today in Wisconsin, an attorney announced that there's not going to be any charges filed in the shooting of Jacob Blake. Kind of given everything that you went through with the Bucks, the NBA went through, what do you make of that result?
Nothing that isn't going to be censored. It's disheartening. Truly, it's disheartening just for all the work that everybody put in, all the just the heartache of the families involved, the kids involved in the car, the city that rallied around it, the community. It's just about right and wrong. But this isn't going to be something that it can't deter, those citizens who are trying to do right, who are trying to fight for equality, who are trying to fight for the right things. It can't deter us. It can't make everybody. We can't lose our heads. We can't start rioting. We can't start. We have to be calculated. We have to continue to keep our foot on the pedal. We have to continue to keep our foot on the gas. And this just furthers. We can vote and do all those things. With the president, but at the same time, we have to make sure that we protect our state and vote in state and understand that what is going on is real. This isn't made up. This isn't a lie. This isn't fabricated. This is lives. These are lives right here. And it's upsetting as a Wisconsinite. It's upsetting as a human being. That justice isn't justice, and it's tough. But it can't knock us off the path that we're trying to get to, which is equality and just simply right and wrong, just humanity. That's all it is.
Dan Wookie?
Wes, along those lines, you obviously have the disappointment and the heartache from something like that, and it comes on the same day where you're seeing tremendous turnout in a runoff election after a lot of discussion by NBA players, including LeBron, your teammate, about voting. I'm just kind of curious, where is the state of activism in the NBA right now? Obviously there are going to be some wins and some losses. Do you feel like, even though the Blake decision wasn't what you guys wanted, that people are listening and that you guys are making a difference?
Well, we have to continue to, and it can't just be us. Everything that we did in the bubble as the NBA, not only just the Milwaukee Bucks, but and in the state of Wisconsin, but everybody globally, nationally, really rallied, and that just has to continue. To the flame is already lit. It just has to continue to keep burning and keep burning, but burning the right way, not where anything can be sidetracked. Not that we're damaging anything so that all the media attention can go to, oh, well, look what's happening over here. No, look at the facts. Look at what's going on, and then let's address the issues head on. And that's how, we have to attack this. I feel awful for Jacob Blake and his family. But at the same time, I mean, we have to keep our foot on the gas, and that's what we did. That's why we did what we did. To create awareness and to create, a coalition amongst the NBA, so that when things like this happen, that families and people are supported. So, it's our job to play basketball, but it's also our job to make sure that our communities are aware of what's going on in them.
Mark Medina.
Wesley, hope you're hanging in there, all things considered. To follow up on the things that you're just talking about now, what are your expectations moving forward of how you hope the Social Justice Coalition responds to this and puts any more additional pressure on local leaders to make any other changes?
Well, I mean, I'm sure, I'm very confident that Mark Lazary and the Milwaukee Bucks are doing their diligence right now, especially with it happening in their own backyard. I'm very confident in that. And I mean, that's it really is just tough. It's almost, it really is disheartening, but leaders have to be leaders, and everybody has to take ownership for their own community. It can't just be those that have the platform. It's got to be everybody. And I think we saw what impact that those with the platform can do, and we saw even more impact what those without a platform can do when everybody does it together, when everybody does it with the mission, when everybody does it with the right, with their heart forward. And it's all we can continue to ask for. It's all we can continue to strive for and fight for, and that's what's going to continue to happen.
Last question, Melissa.
Hey Wes, did you guys as a team discuss the Jacob Blake case before the game tonight? And if so, what was sort of said in the locker room?
I think it got sprinkled around. There wasn't a formal discussion about it. I didn't find out until I woke up from a nap. Truthfully, I didn't find out till like 4 something in the afternoon. I guess that decision had happened in the morning. So I think a lot of people just are kind of internalizing it. I know myself, I was internalizing it, and just how, you go through all those things, but at the same time, you can't be discouraged. As visually upset as you guys can see me right now and hearing my voice, we can't be discouragement. We can't take our foot off the gas. We can't think that all of our efforts are for nothing, because they are. We've got to keep continuing to wake up people. We got to continue to kick doors down the right way. And strive and push and demand change and demand equality and demand respect and demand humility. And that's my message to everybody is don't let this have you hang your head and be like, oh, it's broken, it's never gonna get fixed. No, we gotta fix it.